Hey everyone, Jeff here. If you watched one of my previous videos, I talked about a record swap that I did in a store that's not exclusively a record store, but they do have a lot of records. And I've stayed in contact with the woman that's in charge of the records there, and we worked out something again. And if you watched the last video, I got some amazing records in exchange for things, and I got another stack of amazing records, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. Now what I brought in was pretty good stuff for the most part, you know, things that I had upgraded, things that I had duplicates of, and I just didn't need anymore. So I think the most noteworthy album I got rid of was Lizard by King Crimson, but I do have another copy. Got rid of some more Bowie, Beatles, but I didn't get rid of, you know, anything that I didn't have two copies of. So really, to me, I didn't feel like I lost anything in the trade, and, you know, those records weren't of any value to me. So to bring, you know, maybe 25 of them in and walk away with some really, really cool records that I didn't have, very, very awesome. So, in case you haven't already noticed, what you are hearing in the background, Giant Steps by John Coltrane. In this swap, I got a lot of jazz records, and it worked out really, really well for me. These are some records I've been looking for forever, and you know, Coltrane put out a lot of great albums, and this is one of my favorites. Just such a game changer, really fantastic music. Now, I got a couple other Coltranes here in the swap. Most notable one here, I think, probably is John Coltrane featuring Pharoah Sanders live in Seattle. This is on Impulse, and it's a double live album. I haven't listened to any of these yet. I just got home, and I'm going to be listening to records for the rest of the night, I think. This is very, very cool. So happy to get this. And I think I'm going to start focusing more on collecting Coltrane, because one of the best, and I don't have nearly enough of it on vinyl. Got another Coltrane here, Selflessness, featuring My Favorite Things. This is on the ABC Impulse label, and it's an interesting release, because this version of My Favorite Things was from the Newport Jazz Festival, and I think I have that same recording on a different album, the Newport 63 actual album. So pretty cool. I guess this is a comp of some sort. I haven't really looked into it, but definitely cool as part of the trade. Very happy to have this. Another one I got here, Maiden Voyage by Ramsey Lewis. I've been listening to some other Ramsey Lewis albums lately, so very cool to get this. Still in the shrink on Cadet Records. I'll show the Cadet label real quick because I like it. Really classy. Definitely cool to get that, and still have a few more to show here that I got from that swap. So, there were a few records that I had picked out, but, you know, I didn't have quite enough stuff to get those. Trying to think, it was a Thelonious Monk album that was on Blue Note, and an Art Blakey album that both of those I was looking for, and she said she'd hold those to the side for me, and I have another stack of records I'm going to bring in as soon as possible. So, so hopefully I get those in my hands ASAP. Another one I got was A Wizard, A True Star by Todd Rundgren. I've had this album digitally for a while, and I do really, really like it. I love all the Todd Rundgren stuff, and this is on that kind of die-cut cover. It's on Bearsville, of course. Very cool to get this. I've seen this before, but it's always just kind of been out of my price range, and, you know, for an even swap, I'm definitely willing to do it. These next two here are unbelievably cool. First up, Burnt Weenie Sandwich by the Mothers of Invention. Really, really cool to get this. This is an original on the Bizarre label. Let me show that real quick. I think it's blue. Very, very cool. And it also comes with the booklet here. See how this opens. Yeah. Really cool. There's another side here. Let me show that. Totally awesome. And I'm building a Zappa collection. And, you know, I've seen a lot of people spend, you know, a lot of money collecting Zappa, but I'm just I'm holding out, and I keep finding it, you know, things like this. I end up getting into a swap, or I find it at a flea market, and it's like if I'm looking long enough, eventually I end up with it on the Blue Bazaar label. Very, very cool to get anything by Frank Zappa, but especially that early Mother stuff. She had some other Frank Zappa albums there that I already had. And to be honest, they would have been upgrades to the copies that I had. But, you know, there were so many cool records there that I didn't have. I didn't want to spend equity, I guess, on something I already did have. So the last thing I have to show here is In a Silent Way by Miles Davis. The cover's kind of beat, and this is a later pressing, but still, to get this album is just unbelievable. This is one of the best Miles Davis albums, in my opinion. It's often considered one of the first fusion albums, but it's not fusion in the same sense as Mahavishnu Orchestra, Weather Report, that sort of more fiery stuff. This is just really laid back jazz, but with electric instruments, and just such a good album. And this one really reminds me, there was one summer, I think it was 2 summers ago, I listened to this all the time. I would read, I would, just sit outside, I would listen to this album. So to finally have it on vinyl is cool, because it means a lot to me. So, that's all I have to show from the swap today. Really, really cool record, stuff I've been looking for forever, and hopefully I'll get some more records by swapping. Definitely good to save some money this way, and get rid of duplicates. Definitely awesome, and thanks to everyone for watching, and I'm getting a lot of subs. I think I'm at like 125 now, so thanks so much to everyone that subscribed. I'm glad that you like my channel, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next video.